Aries, Aries rising, and Aries moon people? This is your weekly, almost said weekly, your monthly astrological horoscope for the month of July 2017. And if you hear rustling, because I got a list of things that we got to talk about, and I got to wear my glasses for it. So, quick reminder for all you Aries people out there, please check your rising signs. I have to push that. That's why I say Aries rising, in that, it's going to give you a much more accurate and personal horoscope. And if you have more questions about how to find the information, I do have a video on the main channel page. You just click on Scarlet Moon itself, and it's on the top page. It's right at the top. It'll give you all the info you need and all the frequently asked questions I get about that. And as of July 1st, the Tarot Home Study course is now live and ready for download and purchase. So you can do so at my website, integrativemysticism.com, if you'd like to get over 3 hours of video content, plus supplemental documents taken directly from the book that I'm writing on how to get started on your tarot journey and how to start reading tarot. So let's get started with your astrology for the month of July. Now, we have some leftover energy this month. We do have Mars, planet of action, energy, and passion, in Cancer, in your 4th house of home and family, where he is going to be pretty much all the way up until about the 20th of the month. And so, with Mars in the 4th house, it kind of comes with a double-edged sword. There still could be a bit of tension going on the family front, on the home front, this month. So what we want to do, what we want to pay attention to ultimately, is making sure that, we try to keep sensitive conversations short, watch out for flaring tempers when it comes to kids, relatives, things like that. But the good news about Mars in the 4th house, especially for those of you who are looking to purchase a new home, move into a new home, we're going to be finding some great deals. Mars works for the buyer when it's in the 4th house. This can also be a great time for anyone who's been trying to simply drum up some extra money through a home-based business operation. Whenever, you're trying to make extra money, draw extra money and funds into the home for your family. Whenever people are self-employed and I'm doing their charts in a reading or something like that, I always look at the 4th house as well as the 8th house to see what's going on there. So again, first 3 weeks of this month going very strong in that direction. On the 4th of the month, we do have Venus, planet of love, harmony, and popularity and favor, moving into your 3rd house of communications, pacts, and promises, Gemini. And this is going to be here pretty much all the way up until about the end of the month. And what Venus is going to do here is, if you have any kind of favors you need people to make, alright, if you have pacts and promises you need people to make, if you have things that you're trying to publicize, things that you're trying to, get out in the open, things that you're trying to actually get noticed for, things that you're trying to get people to pay attention to you with, Venus is going to be finally getting you on their radar. Venus in the 3rd house can also kind of give us that silver tongue, that gift of gab, and we may find ourselves in also a really nice position to do easier negotiating, getting terms, in our favor, if we're trying to ask for higher salaries, if we're trying to ask for higher help. There you are. I was wondering where you were. We're doing the Aries one. Rambo's here. And we're also going to be focusing a lot of that Venus energy on making matters that you already have pacts and promises on go faster. People are going to be more inclined to do more favors for you this month, especially those who are your lovers or those of you who are your collaborators. On the 5th of the month, we've got Mercury, planet of communication, speed, and haste, moving into Leo, into your 5th house of love and romance and creative projects, your relationship with your kids. And we'll be talking a lot about this area because that's coming into a big highlight towards the, the latter half of the month. But with Mercury in the 5th, we're opening up lines of communication in all of these areas, and again, wherever Mercury goes, things tend to go faster. Okay, so if we've been feeling like maybe some progress is not really, it's not taking off as fast as it could in a dating relationship, or perhaps you're even having a new relationship start this month, you may be noticing a lot of people opening up very, very quickly, progress moving very fast. Be careful during that. Obviously we don't want to go too fast, because sometimes if things go too fast, they get over fast, and we don't want them to be over at all. However, we do actually have those dialogues getting more substantial. With Mercury in the 5th house as well, you can expect a creative project to be getting, again, some kind of publicity or possibly an opportunity for extra funding, if that's what you've also been looking for. On the 9th, we've got a full moon in Capricorn in your 10th house of career. It's going to be connecting to Pluto, which is currently retrograde in this area, and it's going to oppose Mars, planet of action and energy, in your 4th house of home and family. And ultimately this is a good thing, but it's going to come with a big bang. There may be a major clash that goes on at the workplace or goes on in the office that actually could be sort of the battle to end all battles. But what's nice about this is this can spell an opportunity for a promotion or a breakthrough for a lot of you. Some of you may find yourself in a situation to actually get promoted in spite of a major crisis or a major alteration at the workplace. Or you may actually find that there could even be a big breakthrough in terms of finances at the office after we've made a major shift. There could also be an opportunity for a new job, or but it may actually come into a bit of a clash with where you are living currently. So hopefully you can make that work, but that is going to be put on the table, especially between the 9th and the 23rd of the month. On the 20th, we've got Mars, planet of action, energy, and all of that passionate goodness moving finally into your 5th house of love and romance and your relationship with your kids. And we're bringing in an opportunity to bond and become better friends with our partners, better friends with our children. And if your children are old enough that you can be their friend, this is a wonderful opportunity to rebond, especially if you have young adult children or adult children that you want to get that closeness with. And Mars is going to be here all through the rest of the month from the 20th on. Mars in the 5th house can also bring an opportunity to get, just more of a bit of a spark between you and an existing partner, or again, making you much more attractive to partners that are really, really interested in being more demonstrative with their feelings. However, again, Mars always carries a bit of issues with it along the side, so be careful, when people sometimes don't know the difference between drama and passion, there can be a little bit of, there can be some rough patches. It can be a bit of a bumpy road. Some people go for drama because they want the thrill of the emotional high. And if that happens to you, you've got to tell yourself to cool it. And if it happens with a partner, you've got to gently do the same. Because again, Mars, sometimes people don't know the difference between passion and drama. They think they're the same thing. However, the good side of having Mars here is making all of that emotional currency much more readily available and much more deep for all involved. In fact, actually on the 22nd of the month, and then very shortly after on the 23rd, we've got the Sun and a new moon moving through this area of your 5th house, love and romance and relationships with your kids. Now with the Sun and the new moon also kind of coming together, it's kind of prepping us for an opportunity again for a brand new start in love, a brand new romantic start in love, and the Sun is kind of helping take a bit of the edge off of that Mars energy, because we're trying to bring that passion in through something playful, or possibly even focusing on things that are a bit more wholesome, a bit more innocent. The Sun moving through here from the 22nd of the month all the way up to the 3rd week of August can also be a great time for healing an existing relationship, or healing a relationship again with one of your children, or perhaps even reigniting a spark when it comes to a creative passion or a creative artistic desire that you have lost touch with. And that's going to be a big thing that gets birthed, remember, towards the end of the month. And remember, not any of these angles really goes on in their energies for less than a week. So if you are looking for shorter term angles, check out your weekly horoscopes, the ones that I do, because the first half is exclusively astrology. So there's something for everybody. On the 25th of the month, we do have Mercury, planet of communications, moving into your 6th house, Virgo, from the 25th and staying there pretty much all through August. And with Mercury moving into the 6th house, you can bet that things are going a lot more fast, we're picking up the pace in terms of routines or in terms of opportunities to actually, again, boost your reputation at work, or getting you noticed by people at places you would like to work. If you feel like people haven't been calling you back, if you feel like it's been really hard for you to sustain conversations with clients and customers who could be funding your business or funding you with a fair amount of money, this is going to be a perfect remedy for whatever that issue's been. Mercury in the 6th house can also be a great time for those of you who are looking to get in control of something in your health, that we may have lost control of or lost touch with. I personally like Mercury in the 6th house whenever it happens in my chart because it's an opportunity to lose some weight, and in the, 3.5 weeks or so that Mercury is there, I do tend to shed a few pounds, and if you're trying to take care of that or get that started, Mercury going into the 6th house is a great time to get that going as well, and getting any other health matters you want to take care of, even if it's just a few vanity pounds, under control. Finally, on the 31st of the month, we've got Venus, planet of harmony, love, and peace, moving into your 4th house of home and family Cancer, where she's going to basically do most of her work in August. But it is a time for those of you who were probably wondering, when is NICO going to talk about a planet working for the people trying to sell a home? Well, Venus benefits the sellers, where Mars benefits the buyers. So those of you who are looking to put a house on the market, get ready to get something like that getting going in as we get into August. Yes, Mercury retrograde goes in August, but for those of you who know, it's pro-astrologers know it's not happening in that part of your chart, so you don't necessarily need to worry about it that much. And what you should probably pay attention to with Venus also going into the 4th house is that this is a wonderful opportunity, again, to start patching things up in places where things have been a bit rough with neighbors. Maybe we've been having tense conversations about a big shift that we need to have when it comes to a relative or delicate family matters. Venus makes it easier than Mars does, that's for sure, to actually have those sensitive conversations and have them come to a conclusion we can all agree on. So that is your horoscope, Aries. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And again, if you want to get on the Tarot Home Study course and you want to download that for your personal use, or if you'd like to just get a session with me, you can always follow the links below or go to integrativemysticism.com.